Hi everyone, welcome to Satchwell's Spot. This is Mrs. Satchwell and it's story time. Today's book that we're going to read is titled A Fish Out of Water by Helen Palmer. And this is a book that my grandma bought me when I was a little girl, back when I had my first fish tank. So this book is called A Fish Out of Water. You can see there's a note in the top right up here and it says, "Just because I love you. August 1989. Love, Grandma." "This little fish," I said to Mr. Carp, "I want him. I like him. And he likes me. I will call him Otto." "Very well," said Mr. Carp. "Now I will tell you how to feed him." Then Mr. Carp told me, "When you feed a fish, never feed him a lot. So much and no more. Never more than a spot, or something may happen, you never know what." Then I took Otto home. I gave him some food. I did not give him much, just one little spot. But this did not make Otto happy. He wanted more food. He had to have more. Poor Otto. He just had to have more. Uh-oh. He didn't listen. I knew what Mr. Carp had told me. Never feed him a lot, never more than a spot. Or something may happen, you never know what. But I gave Otto all the food in the box. What do you think is going to happen? So start thinking in your head and make a prediction. Prediction is a guess. So we're going to guess what you think is going to happen to Otto if he eats all the food that was in the box. Then something did happen. My little Otto began to grow. I saw him grow. I saw him grow and grow. Soon he was too big for his little fish bowl. Did you think he was going to grow? I know when I first read this book, I thought he was going to grow. There was just one thing to do. I put Otto in the flower bowl. "There, Otto," I said, "this will hold you." But no. The flower bowl did not hold him. Otto went right on growing. This was not funny at all. His tail was growing right out of the top. I grabbed the flower bowl. I ran with it. "Otto," I said, "I know just where to put you. Then you will be all right." I put him in a big pot, but Otto was not all right. I saw him grow some more. Very soon, he was too big for the pots. Uh-oh. I put him in pot after pot. He was growing so fast. Poor Otto, my poor little fish. Oh, why did I feed him so much? "Otto," I said, "stop growing, please." But Otto could not stop growing. He was growing all the time. Very soon, I ran out of pots. Where do you think he's going to put Otto next? I'm going to ask you to make a prediction again and think in your head about where it would be a good spot with lots of water to put a fish that just keeps growing. Otto had to have water. There was just one thing to do. I did it. I grabbed him by the tail. I ran with him up to the tub. The tub is big. It can hold lots of water. Were you thinking the tub? At last. "There, Otto," I said. "This tub holds my father. This tub holds my mother, so it will hold you." But the tub did not hold him at all. He went right on growing. "Oh, Otto," I said, "what can I do?" What can I do now? Then crash, the door went down. Crash, Otto went down. I went down too. Oh, what a ride. Down went the water into the cellar. And down went Otto too. I had to do something fast. I grabbed the phone. Now, those of you that are wondering, a cellar is another name for a basement. I called a policeman. Help, help, I said. I fed my fish too much. Mr. Carp told me not to, but I did. What? Said the policeman. Mr. Carp told you not to, but you did? Too bad. I will come at once. Would we really call a policeman to help with a big fish? I don't think so. The policeman came. My fish went that way. I said, he's down in the cellar. Look at all that water. The policeman ran down with me. What a fish, he said. He is much too big to keep in a cellar. We will have to get him out. We had to work and work to get Otto out. Poor Otto. Oh, why did I feed him too much? Mr. Carp told me something would happen, and it did. It did. Now we had Otto out of the cellar. But now Otto had no water. No water at all. A fish has to have water, I said to the policeman. We must take him to water. Get help. Call for help on the radio. The policeman called on the radio. He called for the fireman. Help, help, he said. A boy has fed his fish too much. A boy has fed his fish too much? We will come at once. The firemen came. They all helped to get Otto up. But where can we take him, I asked. Uptown? Downtown? To the pool, called the fireman. To the pool, I called. And please, hurry. There they are, driving to the pool. They did hurry. The fire truck with Otto came right up to the pool. The fireman yelled, "Everyone get out of the pool! This fish is going in!" Down into the pool went Otto. Into the pool with a big, big splash. Now I was happy. Now at last my Otto had water. Lots of water. This big pool was just the thing. This big pool would hold him. Do you think it's going to hold him? Think in your head, and let's see. But Otto went right on growing, and no one wanted Otto in the pool. They did not like Otto at all. "You take that fish out of here," they yelled. There was just one thing to do. I did it. I ran to the phone. I called Mr. Carp. "Please, please help me," I said. "I fed Otto too much." "Oh dear," said Mr. Carp. "So you fed him too much. I knew that you would. I always say don't, but you boys always do. Yes, I will come." Then Mr. Carp came. He had a black box in his hand. He had lots of other things too. "What are you going to do, Mr. Carp?" I asked him. But Mr. Carp said nothing. He just went right up to the pool. He took his black box with him, and all the other things too. Splash! Mr. Carp jumped into the pool. Splash! Now Otto went down too. All I could see was his tail. I could not see Mr. Carp at all. What was going on down there? What were they doing down there in the water? Now I could see nothing. Not Otto, not Mr. Carp, nothing at all. Would I see my Otto again? Would I see Mr. Carp again? Mr. Carp, I yelled. What are you doing? Are you all right? Then up jumped Mr. Carp. In his hand was a little fish bowl. In the bowl was my Otto. Mr. Carp had made him little again. Don't ask me how I did it, he said, but here is your fish. And please, from now on, said Mr. Carp, please don't feed him too much. Just so much and no more. Now that is what I always do. Now I feed Otto so much and no more, never more than a spot, or something may happen. And now I know what. So I have a little story about this book. When I was a little girl, when I first got this book, I had a fish tank. And I wanted to know if I fed my fish too much, if they would grow and grow like Otto. And my fish got really, really sick. They did not grow and grow like Otto, but they got really sick. And so it's really important that Mr. Carp's advice to only feed your fish so much, never more than a spot, it's important advice because that's what fish need. They only need a little bit of food. So if you have fish at home, make sure that you don't feed your fish too much because you don't want to make your fish sick. I hope you're having a nice time at home. I hope that everything's going well for everyone, and I'll see you next time on Satchwell Spot Storytime. Bye.